Revolution begins with a spark. Well, today I'm super excited to be talking about this next project called Bitcoin Spark. But before we do that, make sure you're doing research because this project is for you. So I'm going to go over what this project is all about. I'm going to talk about their ICO, which is in their first phase. So that's definitely exciting. It's always great to get into and learn about projects early on. Obviously, do your research, join the community. A lot of excited people there, excited about the potential of this. So if you're a fan of new projects, you are a fan of, projects that bring a lot of utility. If you're a fan of Bitcoin, tons of things to be excited about. I'll go through all the documentation. They have a great white paper, which we'll spend some time in. But let's go Bitcoin Spark. Here on the website at bitcoinspark.org. I'll put the link in the description so you guys check it out for yourself. They have this cool little animation going on right here, so that's pretty cool. They said if you have any questions, you could. The team is there to answer 24 hours a day, so I'll just close that for now. But like I said, I'll talk a little bit about this, and of course talk about how you guys can be involved with this project. But let's go. So let's learn more about this. So the ICO is happening right now, and like I mentioned, it's phase 1, so it ends in about 8 days from the time of this recording, so a little bit less when you watch this video. But if you guys are interested, this is the lowest it's ever going to be, and so that's definitely obviously interesting. I don't know how many phases there is. There's definitely be a couple of different phases, but again, there's definitely a incentive to get in early. It says 20 bonus tokens for each Bitcoin Spark purchase till August 11th, so that's like the 8 days. Definitely a reason to jump in and get involved with this project. So let's check a little bit about this. If you guys just want to learn about Bitcoin in general, they link some videos if you want to learn about some of the stuff. I think it's good. They show off like the price, what it's going to be. Obviously, because of the name Bitcoin Spark, they're obviously very heavily inspired by Bitcoin, and they kind of compare what Bitcoin is now and then what Bitcoin Spark is, which you could purchase it at today. So it says, imagine having a second chance to buy Bitcoin early. There's a time when Bitcoin, the pioneer of cryptocurrencies, there's a lot of great stuff going on with Bitcoin. I think the latest thing going on with Bitcoin is now like Uber is letting you pay for Uber rides with Bitcoin, so more utility. In the early days, many missed an opportunity to invest. I definitely did. So imagine if you could turn the hand of time, really seize the missed opportunity. Bitcoin Spark, much like its namesake, is a new player in the vast digital currency field. Speaking of promise, ready to ignite the crypto market. Unlike Bitcoin's past, Bitcoin Spark is still unwritten. It's currently valued at a price point reminiscent of Bitcoin early days. So they feel like they can kind of obviously have the same sort of spark that Bitcoin has, but obviously with a new community and kind of building that up. And they said, hey, we're going to offer this opportunity for you. It's up to you guys if you guys want to take advantage of it. So we'll talk a little bit about what they plan to do. Obviously, like I said, anytime they expect news for Bitcoin to emerge, they also expect to kind of grow from that. Obviously, a lot of things going on with the SEC. Some not so great stuff in the cryptocurrency market, which we're all keeping a close track of. But obviously, Bitcoin is probably the safest of them all. So I think that's just an important thing to keep in mind. So what's Bitcoin Spark about? So Bitcoin Spark, complete financial privacy with Bitcoin Spark, the world of digital transactions. Bitcoin Spark is a central solution for anyone seeking complete financial privacy, so that anyone can mine, allow anyone to access a computer, smartphone to actively participate, leveraging cutting-edge blockchain technology, and then limitless potential for early adopters. The widespread adoption of will aid in Bitcoin Spark reaching Bitcoin-like valuations. Electrify your earnings. So unlock the world of crypto mining. They said, step in the future with a Bitcoin Spark mining application coming soon to Microsoft Windows, Apple, iOS, Android. I'm not sure what this is, but they're just covering all bases. Experience the power and independence of cryptocurrency mining today without having to add a supercomputer and a supervised video card to do it. Don't let your processing power hold you back your potential earnings. Unleash the power of collective mining. Just focus with other Bitcoin Spark miners globally or create your own pool. Processing power to mine more efficiently and reap greater rewards. So again, if you guys want to learn more about that, you can. This is the tokenomics. Team tokens 0.225%. Here's the roadmap. So begin ICO phase. CX pre-listing agreements, stage 2 mining app, closed beta, bug bounty program, cross-chain bridge development, hash rate optimization, stage 3, launch on Ethereum network, redeem IOU ERC20 tokens. Switch all CX deposit withdrawal to native network. 4. Renouncing of network controls, mining app advertisement space paid in BTCS, standalone mining devices, and stage 5, solidify placement as leading Bitcoin alternative by securing acceptance in the institutional realm of publicly traded ETFs. So again, if you guys, which again, they know what they're doing. These are steps that they really put a lot of thought into. They didn't put any dates from it, which I think is fine. When people put their dates, they just hope they reach that date. They're just like, this is what we're trying to accomplish. Pre-launch, launch, post-launch, want to keep the momentum going, and obviously follow along their journey if you want to join on Telegram, Twitter, Stockwits, or Spark Paper is their paper. We'll check into it. They've done their security, and if you guys want to learn more about that, they have a Medium as well, which we'll learn about. So they talk a little bit, like I said, they really go back into the history of Bitcoin, how they think they can improve on Bitcoin, obviously transaction rate, their solution. They talk a little bit about that. TPS, better. Drastic increasing quantity of nodes. Anyone can mine. Which is, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. To mine Bitcoin, you need like I said, a crazy graphics card, crazy computer. What are Bitcoin alternatives? They talk a little bit about that. Marketing strategy, storytelling, strategic positioning, leveraging technology, and they kind of have some examples as one. Again, this kind of like step process on how they want to obviously compare it to Bitcoin, similarities, but also the differences where they plan to stand out, which I think is important. Revenue generation, how are they going to help, how is it going to make it beneficial for you guys? Obviously, it's very much information you need to know. Primary revenue source, centralized CPU rental. Miners will provide a percentage of system processing power. Second revenue source, advertising. So you guys want to look at that. Again, I'm not going to go over all like mining and things like that, but they talk about how rewards are distributed. They talk about the application that's coming up. And again, if you guys want to learn more about this, obviously, follow along with the community. So 2 goals: distribute out mining rewards no matter the computer power of the device used. So it's fair. And then put proof of work to use so that electricity consumption has a valid purpose by renting miner power out to companies and individual. And the network users and mining proof of work, proof of stake cross concept, which rents out the processing power of the mining devices to those who need it, such as servers or large-scale video coding. No data is stored. The fees generated will be 100% distributed to the mining pools. So, and then they have a buyback mining reward system as well. And then they talk a little bit about security. And then if you guys want to learn more about the roadmap, that's there. We kind of covered that already. The team behind this, they show who they are. You could like actually follow them and you can actually see their experience, but they have a ton of experience not only in obviously investing, things like that, but also just developing. Obviously that's what you really want if they're going to come up with this mobile app that's supposed to be revolutionary. So they definitely have the team to do it, and definitely I'm going to be following along with this project to kind of see kind of how everything is evolving. But again, if you guys are interested, definitely check it out. They have all the documentation here. Here is the information on the different ICOs. Like I said, there's going to be a bunch. One, and you can see the price at $1.50, and then they plan to see how that's going to change 10 different phases. All the phases are obviously going to be like across spread over until like November, so a lot of different months. So obviously you'll hear more about the development of this project. Right now, obviously, they're working on all this stuff, but I would assume by later on in the phases, they'll have some more screenshots and information specific about the mobile app, maybe let you try it. So I think that's going to garner more and more interest. So again, definitely check it out if you guys are interested. But cool. They have a Medium that goes more depth into each of their concepts. I'll put the link in the description for that. They have their Twitter, which they obviously announce all the different phases, some important updates. Here they're announcing their audit reports, KYC reports. If you guys want to check that out for yourself, I think that's great. They're definitely doing a lot of stuff with the community, making sure you guys know the value of this project. So again, if you are fans of Bitcoin, you are fans of new projects, you're a fan of innovation, you're a fan of mining, definitely something for you. So again, if you missed the Bitcoin craze, definitely don't miss out on Bitcoin Spark. Definitely think it's an exciting project, a project I'm gonna keep an eye on for a long time. But that's it. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.